Hey everybody, so we got a quick video today adding a little extra detail to some of our install videos. Been reading some of the comments. Got a couple videos that have just a couple little clarification questions. So gonna, instead of just talking through it, I learn better pictures by doing, seeing it, all that good stuff. So it's what we're gonna try to do for you guys. For this one, we are gonna show how to actually put the resistor on the moto belt, where I put it in. This is kind of specific to the moto built one, but this applies to all resistors for LED tail lights. There's a lot of good videos out there showing how to do it, where to do it, all that good stuff. We're going to show how to do it on the moto belt. We've already installed these tail lights, so we're actually going to show how to quickly remove and change these out. It's actually pretty easy, so let's get going. Let's get this done and get on the trails.
So what is hyperflash? How do you know when you have it? Well, good news is you know it when you see it. Right now it's normal, then all of a sudden starts blinking faster. This is because there's not enough resistance in the system. It's going to cause it to blink fast and burn out those light bulbs. Taking off these lights was easy. We just pushed it in towards the body, removed the grommet, and unplugged our harness.
Alright, so before we actually do the splicing, we got to think about how we're mounting these resistors in the body, because they do get very hot when you're operating them. It's best to mount them on metal, not on plastic. If it's plastic, it melts, can be a fire hazard, so we don't want a thermal event. So we'll make sure to put them on the body, on the metal. We have 6 conveniently drilled and screws and nuts and bolts in there, so we're going to use those. To do that, we'll go over to the vise that's right in front of us here and show you guys exactly what I'm doing, show you guys a sample of the bolt, and opening up that hole of the resistor very carefully. So we'll kind of show that, but the idea is we're going to do this very top hole on both sides. We got lots of room on both sides. It's nice, it's tucked up out of the way, it's safe. So we're going to use that hole, that nut, that bolt, instead of putting a new one in the body. So let's show you guys how to open up the hole of that resistor. We're going to do that now before we do all our splicing, so we're not moving the resistor and our light all at the same time, clunking it around. Alright, so we're at our vise here. Everything is orange right now. Got some friends who would like the orange schemes. So for the resistor, like I said, we're going to be drilling out one of those holes. We only really need to do one. We're using one bolt. And we're going to very carefully put it in this vise. We're going to open it up to a 3/16 hole. That's what the bolt size is. That's what the other holes are drilled to. So that's what we're going to do there. So we're just very gently putting this in the vise, just enough to hold it while we're drilling. We get one shot, sort of. Since we're doing it this way, we can either mount it this way or this way to make sure, you know, we're only using one bolt. So we'll only use one hole, but we want to make it count. So use a vise, use a drill, go slow. Okay, so we're happy with that. We got it drilled out a little bit more. If it focuses, sort of, there we go. We did not do that second hole. If we need to, we will, but for now, we'll plan on using that top one. Alright, so we got our resistor ready to go here. We already put a couple heat shrinks on. These are the T-splices we're going to be using. This is 18, so we're going to be using the red ones. Basically the way this works, on the actual wire for the tail light, we're going to use this, tag our turn signal, close it, and it'll sort of make a small cut with the metal that's in there to grip onto the wire. If we want, we can open up the insulation a little bit using our spreader here. So we'll probably end up doing that. But then once this is closed, what we do is we crimp on a little terminal piece, kind of see-ish. We crimp on a terminal piece onto the end of our resistor, and then we plug this right into our T-splice. So quick, easy way, and then it makes this interchangeable in case it burns out or in case we ever need to do any maintenance on it. So we got our heat shrinks in place. Always make sure you put your heat shrinks on before you go any further, and we'll speed this up for you guys a little bit here. Alright, so we got everything crimped up, ready to go on our resistors here. We actually took the resistor back off the tail light. Again, since we have these little connectors on it, it makes it really easy to work with, because we gotta get that resistor up into this small area on this bolt. So we're gonna do that, then we'll put the rubber grommet back on, connect the tail lights, connect our resistor, and we'll check it out and see if we're good to go. Alright, so we left this on, as you can see, not hyper flashing, nothing like that. We put the resistor in parallel, so that's what we did when we went directly from the ground to the stop turn. That's putting it in parallel, so that way you're not in line. It's a better voltage drop. You don't need it in series. So we're good to go here. We'll check our right side, but it's all going to be a mirror now. So that pretty much takes care of the tip in case you got hyper flashing from this install. Any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Let me know. I'll see what I can do to help you guys out. Have a great one. I like Jeeps. You guys like Jeeps? Peace.